Okay, sure, the quest for the lost city of Atlantis may have failed, but the idea of an underwater city has inspired a few amazing underwater structures around the world. From floating oil rigs and massive undersea roads to fully submerged luxury hotels, let's dive right in. Number 8. The Taihu Tunnel, connecting Shanghai to the city of Nanjing. Did you know that the Taihu Tunnel in China is the longest underwater tunnel in Asia? Costing a staggering $1.56 billion, the tunnel pierces through one of the largest freshwater lakes in the country. Built using 2 million cubic meters of concrete, this two-way tunnel features 6 separate lanes stretching for about 6.65 miles. Now open to traffic, the Taihu Tunnel is only part of the 43.9-kilometer Chengzhou-Wuxi Highway. And to spruce up the dark and dingy passageway, developers have used LED lights fitted across the tunnel ceiling. Built using automatic steel processing equipment and AI-run systems that ensure zero discharge of sewage and dust, this tunnel is another Chinese marvel for the world to admire. Number 7. Atlantis Palm Dubai. When it comes to world records, there's no place like Dubai. From the tallest building to the biggest aquarium, Dubai is teeming with architectural wonders. Not surprisingly, when it comes to all things underwater, oil-rich Emiratis simply don't lag behind. Nestled in the Palm Jumeirah Island, the 7-star Atlantis Hotel boasts an underwater experience you don't want to miss. Sprawling over an area of 165 square meters, this underwater suite offers breathtaking views of the Ambassador Lagoon. Home to over 65,000 marine species, you get to admire from the comfort of your underwater luxury room. Coming with king-size beds and a 24-hour butler service, these underwater suites are probably the most luxuriant work of engineering you will ever see. Number 6. The Channel Tunnel. Often touted as the historic tunnel that changed Europe, the English Channel spans from Folkestone in the UK to Conques in France. Even 30 years since the channel was built, it is still recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. With 23.5 miles stretching underwater, did you know that the Channel Tunnel has the longest undersea portion of any tunnel in the world? Built using 11 gigantic digging machines, the tunnel has an average depth of 50 meters below the seabed, with its lowest point at 75 meters below. Completed over the course of 6 years, 1988 to 1994, the project cost nearly £4.65 billion in 1985, making it the most expensive construction project at the time. Number 5. The Ryfast Project. When you think of Norway, you probably think of waffles, Vikings, and the stunning northern lights. But did you know Norway is also home to the deepest road tunnel in the world? A mega construction project of Norway, the Ryfast Tunnel connects the coastal town of Strand and Stavanger, Norway's 4th largest city. At an incredible depth of 292 meters, the Ryfast Tunnel is officially the deepest undersea road tunnel in the world. Stretching over 14.5 kilometers, the Ryfast Tunnel also happens to be the longest road tunnel in the world overall, surpassing the Tokyo Bay Tunnel at 9,583 meters. As part of the Norwegian National Road 13, this twin route provides a permanent road link between Ryfylke and Nord-Jørgen, replacing the 45-minute ferry journey with an easy 15-minute drive. We know, the thought of driving into the deepest road in the world isn't exactly a fun one, but thanks to the use of high-quality LED lights, the undersea tunnel system is now pretty well lit, offering a comfortable and safe drive. Number 4. Seiken Tunnel, Japan. At 54 kilometers long, the Seiken Tunnel in Japan is one of the longest railroad tunnels in the world, with 23 kilometers submerged under the Tungsuru Strait. This marvelous feat of engineering, which took 27 years to build, connects the 2 Japanese islands of Honshu and Hokkaido. Built in the tragic aftermath of a ferry accident in 1954 where more than 1,400 passengers lost their lives, pushing the Japanese government to find a safe way for passage across the strait. Consuming more than 160,000 tons of steel, which, by the way, is enough steel to build 4 Petronas towers, the Seiken Tunnel is built 3 stories high and goes up to 1,800 feet below the surface of the sea. Probably the most challenging underwater dig of its time, the tunnel cost a staggering $7 billion, nearly 12 times the original project cost. Number 3. Perdido. Situated in the Gulf of Mexico, did you know Perdido is the deepest oil rig in the world? While other digging platforms like the Bullwinkle or Bearcoot may be bigger above the surface of the water, none goes as deep as this one. At 2450 meters deep, this floating oil rig is a true feat of engineering. Weighing up to 50,000 tons, this giant floating cylinder was assembled in Finland and tipped under the water before being anchored to the seabed using 9 mooring lines. Owned and operated by one of the richest oil companies in the world, Shell, the rig produces about 100,000 barrels of oil per day. With 3 decks, a massive drilling rig, and a blast-resistant living quarters for workers, this oil rig is certainly one impressive structure. Number 2. Padma Bridge. Naturally, when you think of structures underwater, you don't exactly think of bridges. But remember, bridges aren't just suspended in midair on their own, but propped up by pillars that go deep into the water. Consider the Padma Bridge in Bangladesh. Often called most ambitious infrastructural project of the country's history, the Padma Bridge is a man-made wonder. With underwater pilings that go up to 127 meters deep, the Padma Bridge is supported by 41 steel pillars. Built on one of the most ferocious rivers in the world, the construction of the bridge did not come easy. From the world's bank's refusal to fund the project on account of alleged corruption, to the very volatile nature of politics in this small but populous country, the Padma Bridge is probably the single most controversial construction project we know. Now fully functional, the bridge is expected to bring about to a 1.2% increase in the country's GDP. Officially inaugurated by the country's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in 2022, the bridge has become an iconic landmark of Bangladesh. Number 1. Christ of the Abyss. If you ever find yourself snorkeling in Key Lorga, the deep seabed there has a little surprise for you. 25 feet into the sea, you can spot a fully submerged bronze statue of Jesus Christ. Weighing up to 4,000 pounds, the statue is attached to the waterbed using a concrete base. Often called the Christ of Abyss, this little cultural artifact is just a little outside the John Benenkamp Park, famous for its beautiful coral reefs and marine life. And there you go! Be it land, sea, or outer space, the human race has pretty much done it all. Which of these incredible structures would you like to see firsthand? Let us know in a comment below. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that bell button on your way out.